Welcome back to the Steam Kitchen. I'm Ian.
And I'm Mike.
Today we're going to make some truly yummy oatmeal cookies.
So if you've ever come to the UK and made a pilgrimage to Harrogate, you've probably stopped off for tea at Betty's Tea Room, which is a quintessential English tea room. Now at Betty's, they serve something called a fat rascal. We're going to be making our own version of that, which we're calling a Yorkshire Ruffian.
That's not us, that's the biscuits. Right, let's have a look what ingredients we're going to need today. 250 grams of butter, 250 grams of brown sugar, 250 grams of rolled oats or porridge oats, 200 grams of plain flour, 150 grams of raisins, currants or sultanas, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavouring, half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, so first of all we need to put our butter into the mixer. I've cut it up into little squares.
Just rather neat and tidy.
Thank you, I do my best. So that goes in first. There we go. Then we need to put in there the eggs, 2 eggs.
Whole eggs.
Whole eggs.
Obviously not with the shells on.
No, unlike last week when they fell in. But hey ho, these things happen. There we go. 2 eggs. And I also need to put in there the sugar. And it's lovely brown sugar.
So this is
Demerara.
Demerara sugar. So this is the sort of sugar you put in your coffee.
It is. So I'm just going to pop that on. I'm just going to mix it up a little bit, get it all mixed together. It'll take a while because of the butter being quite cold.
It's rather a fast mixer, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? So we've got it mixed up. Okay, so now we need to put our flour in and our baking powder and our salt and our cinnamon.
Alright, okay, so all that.
Yeah, so
Everything and all that.
yeah, 1.
So that was the baking powder, yeah?
Yeah, there's the salt.
That's your salt. Is it bicarbonate of soda or baking powder?
Bicarbonate of soda.
Right. So baking soda for the
Yeah,
Americans.
yeah, and cinnamon.
Okay.
And we need to pop, I think we need to pop a 1/4 teaspoon, is it quarter? It's half teaspoon.
Vanilla?
Vanilla.
Full
Teaspoon of vanilla, gosh. There we are, teaspoon of vanilla. These are my lovely new KitchenAid measures I got from Santa. There we go.
Santa was very good to you.
Santa was very good to me, but I was very good to Santa. That sounds awful, doesn't it? I shouldn't have said that. Okay.
Brings up some images in your head that you don't want.
It does, doesn't it? Okay, we'll just put those in for a moment just to mix up, and then we'll pop the flour in. Still quite a coarse mixture, but it's very buttery. So when the cookie's in the oven, the butter will infuse out of them.
Beautiful.
So I'll just put the flour in first. Some people sieve it, and I really don't see the point. So I'll go in the same way.
So this is plain flour?
This is, yes it is, plain flour. All-purpose flour, I think it's plain, is it? Plain? It is.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's coming together nicely.
There's a little plume of white fluff coming off the top.
I do have a splatter guard for it, but where's the fun in that? It does all gather on the beater.
It looks rather lovely.
It does. It smells divine. We've got lovely clumps of butter in it as well, so they'll all melt in the oven to produce a lovely buttery flavour. There we go. Let's get some of that off there. I'm going to add the fruit next, You could add the fruit any time, but I'm adding the fruit before I put the oats in, so it gets a chance to mix through.
Okay.
Because the oats are inclined to clump.
Right. Fair enough.
So there we go. Fruit goes in there. You can put in there if you want. You could put walnuts in. You can put anything in these. This is just the basic recipe.
Yeah.
So
raisins, sultanas, or currants.
oh yeah, or mixtures of, or mixed peel, or cherries. Experiment. You won't go wrong because it's a very moist mixture.
Right.
It's very forgiving. There we are. See, it's a very wet mixture, so you can put lots of dry goods in.
Absolutely.
There we are. Put those in there. I don't like to waste any. Okay, and we'll put our oats in. There seems to be a lot of oats there, but it is only 250 grams, but it is quite bulky.
So these are porridge oats.
These are porridge oats or rolled oats.
Rolled oats.
Yeah, so put those in. And it will, as soon as the mixer starts, you will hear it, it will labour. It's fine. It's just got to get them all mixed together. I think, as I said before, if it becomes cloggy, just pop a little bit of milk in. So I'm just going to pop in there a tablespoon of milk.
Just to help loosen it up a little bit.
Yeah, you don't have to.
But don't put water in.
No, I think I said last week, don't put water in. So
Well, just in case you didn't watch last week.
if you didn't watch this, it's why not? Okay, so I'll just put that on. Just get it off the beater, which is, here we are. That's one very big cookie.
Yum yum.
You do get a very large amount of cookies out of this mix. It is a very good value mix. There we go. That's lovely. And we're done. Smells absolutely divine with the oats and the raisins and the vanilla and the cinnamon. There we go. I'll just clean the beater down and I'll be back with you in a minute and we'll get it popped onto the trays ready to go in the oven. Okay, so I'm going to take it out of the mixer and put it on the tray. I'm using a 1/4 cup measure.
Okay.
Because it's a good size to make the cookies with.
Right, so if you don't have those,
If you
you
don't
can just
have
use...
those, maybe use an egg cup or maybe just use a dessert spoon.
All right.
Scoop it out.
Yeah. It's not an exact science, is it?
No. I'm going to pop it in some water just so it doesn't stick because they are very gloopy. I'm just going to pull it up the side of the bowl. Just dollop one.
I like these technical terms.
Dollop. You can only pop 6 on this tray because you really need to leave about 2 inches between them because they will spread.
They will spread, right.
Because they have a lot of butter in them. So I'll leave that to that. I'm not leaving them this nasty shape, you do understand. So, and then another one. So you can use any measure you want. I'm using this because it's easy.
Yeah. I mean, these kind of little cup measurers are available all over the place.
Oh yeah.
I've even seen them in our local supermarket. So.
Yeah, our supermarket sells them, yeah. This is just so we can get the quantities right. Because if not, you end up with one massive cookie, which normally happens to me actually. Okay, I'll just get that out of there. Yeah. Okay, let's put that in the water. So my hands are clean. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll them until almost like it looks like a flying saucer.
Oh yeah.
But leave us some space between.
Mm-hmm. Would it help to put a bit of flour in your hands, or does that not matter?
I don't think it matters. They're not that.
They're
not
not
that
sticky.
bad. They're not that sticky. No,
Right.
they're not icky sticky.
Right. And obviously, if you don't like the feel of it on your hands, you can always wear some gloves.
You can, but not woolly ones.
No, because that would be a mess.
That would be a mess, wouldn't it? Okay, so that's there. Then you just need to push them down just lightly, so about ½ inch thick. These will then spread.
So are they, what, about 2.5 inches across?
I think, what's that? The cookies at the moment?
Yeah, you push them down to that particular size.
Yeah, I think it's probably about 2 inches across.
Let's just do a... Yeah.
About 2.5 inches.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just tidy them up a little bit. As I say, there's no... It's a very, very forgiving recipe. Very forgiving. I mean, it's great for kids to make as well, because it's not complicated. It's not rocket science. There we go.
Is that what rocket scientists say?
I don't know what rocket scientists say when they work. No.
Perhaps rocket scientists say it's not baking.
I know. I'm just going to wipe my hands quickly. There we go. Okay, and what to make them a little bit more yummy on top, I've got some glacé cherries available from most.
Some glaced cherries.
Yes, I'm just going to cut them in half. Two. You can buy them already cut in half. I did have some. I thought I'd already got them, but I must have eaten them.
No, they were the Morello ones, which you don't like.
Yeah, they taste like marzipan. So.
My favourite ones, just in case anybody's interested.
So that's that one. So these will actually almost double in size when they're in the oven. And then to make them a bit more special,
Biscuits aren't the only thing that's going to be doubling in size. So it's my waistline.
two.
So you're putting what, a couple of half walnuts.
Yes, yeah.
But if you have almonds or pecans, you could do the same thing.
Oh, any kind of nut you could put on top. If you don't want to put nuts on,
Couldn't put a coconut on top.
yeah, you can actually put anything on these.
I think the coconut would be rather large, wouldn't it?
A coconut would be very large. Yes,
Yeah,
you could put some coconut on top. They'd be like melting moments then.
Is that a recipe for another day? Melting moment.
It is. It's what my mum used to make. It's in a 1953 cookery book that I've got.
Excellent. We might need to give that a bit of an outing then.
Oh, I think so. There we go. And they're ready to on every one. Yep. So they're ready to go in the oven with the appropriate space between them. I've got another 2 trays to do. You're going to get probably 12 to 16 biscuits out of this mix.
Excellent stuff.
Okay, we're all ready now for the oven. Mr. Bentley will tell you what the temperature is. Clever dog. It's time.
Oh, the smell of it.
Okay, so that's 1. Said they'd spread. 2, and then 1 more to go in. Okay, they're cool enough now to handle. They're not completely cool, but you need to put them on the... To get them off, just twist them very lightly and they'll come off a non-stick surface. If you put them on baking parchment, just lift the baking parchment off as you would normally. Oh yeah. 6. There's 18 we've got out of these, but if you make smaller ones, if you've got children, or you like smaller portions, why you want smaller portions than these, I haven't got a clue. You can make them half the size and get half as many out, twice as many out. There's those, and then the ones that have just come out of the oven, I'll just put there. They're still a bit warm yet, so they'll just need to cool. So you've got 18 of that size out of the mix. Well, there's today's yummy bake.
It's a beautiful bake, fit to grace any queen's table.
We are not amused. Do your thing and you can have some biscuit.
Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed watching today's video. If you have, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Share the video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. So can I have a bit then?
Go on, that's all from us for today. See you again real soon. Go on. Bye for now.